When we were infants, we knew what was essential to optimize our learning. And as we grew up, we forgot. Can you guess what it is? Hey everybody, Peter Rennert here again. Welcome back to my Friday series, Inside TELOS Tennis, where I give you a sneak peek into the curriculum from my online course, Playing TELOS Tennis. You may have heard me say that with TELOS, it's possible to get better every single time you play. And I know to some of you that seems impossible. But this video is going to show you how it's possible and how you can do it. I want to talk to you about the importance of clear progressions and your ability to get better every time you play. Progressions. An example of that. When you're lying on the ground, if you want to come to standing, there's a progression in there. There could be 6 steps, or it could be 3 steps. How many steps there are in the progression really depends on you. Now, in the TELOS Tennis program, I've laid out really clear progressions, and we have lots of different progressions. We have the feeding progression. We have the progression of moving through the gears. Those are all part of the TELOS Tennis warm-up, and the TELOS Tennis warm-up is an entire progression. But what you really need to hold on to is how much space do you leave between each step in the progression. So if I start up at net, and my next step is all the way at the baseline, and I'm fine up at net, but when I get to the baseline, I've lost it. There's a whole lot of distance in between. Maybe what I want to do is go from the net to the service line and see if I can keep it, and then go from the service line to the baseline. And by it, I mean being fully relaxed and fully engaged. We need to be fully relaxed and fully engaged in order to move to the next step in any of the progressions. The key is to make sure the distance isn't so great between the steps that we have to keep going all the way back to the beginning. If the steps are small enough, I get successful at this step, I go to this step. If I'm not successful, I come back here. But if I am, I stay here, and then I go to that step. Every step I take, I get better and better and better. So if you follow a clear progression, you will get better every time you play. And you can begin to apply the simplicity of progressions to anything that you want to learn. So if ready, the idea of being ready, there's a progression in readiness. There's a progression on my forehand. There's a progression on my backhand. There's a progression for topspin, slice, for anything. Ultimately, you're going to customize and create your own progressions, but right now, you can use all the progressions that I've created for you, move along those, just focusing on being fully relaxed and fully engaged in order to move forward, so that you begin to comprehend and experience how important a clear progression is to you getting better every time you play. All right, so I'm really curious, what's your progression for warming up? How long does it take? Does it guide you into the effortless zone every time you play? Do you struggle with injuries and aggravations? I would love it if you would share your warm-up with me in the comments. And if you want to get access to the entire TELOS Tennis warm-up, that includes all the keys to accessing the effortless zone every time you play. And that's why I've decided to make the TELOS Tennis warm-up progression available on its own. All you have to do is click on the link here and use the code YouTube to get 25% off. All right. Next week's episode shows us another key to being in the effortless zone every time we play. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, ring the notification bell. That's it for now. Until next time, enjoy the TELOS Tennis adventure. Peter Rennert, out.